Good morning viewers, Mike here, and we're continuing work on this pallet fork attachment. And to start out, we've laid the frame down on its face with the two nest boxes laid in a relative position. Next step is to weld these two guys into this guy. So let's go ahead and get started. And I've cut 4 2x4s, the two at the top for the top to bottom dimension and the two at the bottom for tilt. We're looking for a tilt dimension of about 10 degrees, and we've come up with about 9, and that's just going to be good enough. And now we've put it on the tractor, and we've jostled it around until everything's symmetrical and the 2x4s are in place to hold the spacings, and we'll tack it right here on the tractor, and that way we know that it'll fit when we're all done. And I'll take my tape measure and I'll go over it one more time just to be sure. I just noticed a drop of water on the camera lens. Doggone it. Let the tacking begin. There's not many places to put tacks on this thing, and I want to make sure that I do position these tacks where I can get in there with a grinder and remove it should I have to readjust it. Now someone's going to ask me if I disconnected the battery on the tractor, and the answer is no, I haven't. I have done quite a bit of welding with things on this tractor, and I never have disconnected it, and I've never had any trouble. And there is no electronics on this old tractor. And back in the late 70s, you just didn't, have that sort of thing. And first of all, and second of all, it is diesel, so there isn't even really an ignition system on it. So I think everything will be just fine. Yep, here's a minor problem. The two locking handles interfere with the top of the frame, so we'll have to cut them down somehow or angle them back out of the way. Now we're working on the bracing, and I'm making templates to develop the shapes. And here's the straight edge I use with my cutting torch. I'll show you how it works. First, you line it up parallel with your line, and with this tip, and since we're on the inside of the line, we'll use about 1/4 of an inch gap. Next, to control the height of the tip to the workpiece, you rest this nut on the top of the straight edge, like so. Here's what it looks like. You probably noticed the handle is a little bit on the tall side, and that's to enables you to, while you're holding a little downward pressure, keep your hand up out of the fire. So this is the second brace that I'm cutting out here, and I cut the first one out with my plasma cutter, but this is 3/8 plate, and it's just a little bit too much for my plasma cutter. So we'll use the cutting torch on the rest of these. And here we're fitting in the top braces. Now just a word about personal protective equipment. And that is, find out what you need, get it, and use it. You'll be glad you did. Next we get these two bottom braces fit and get them tacked into place. And now this starts to look like a pallet fork attachment. And we'll end this one right here, so stay tuned for the final, which will be part 4. So long for now.